Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Greetings, my name is Brian of KillCo Whiskey Musings, where we're going to have tequila, among other things. Mama Kyoko, hello. Welcome. Zenboot, hello. You counting down the time was great. Like, do I have everything? That was the feeling I was just having about 5 minutes ago. Bourbon Neophyte, cheers. Thank you very much for popping in. Appreciate that. Yes, do the thing. Hold on. I got to do the thing, so you do the thing. Hold on. Wait. And there's an Autobot that'll tell you, or remind you at least. Not that anyone ever reads that. It's there, though. I should probably fix it so it does the like thumb thing at least. Sugar Kitty meow. Meow. Welcome. Okay, so the plan is just, first of all, there's this. Very important. I'm going to do this and mess up my whole palate at the start, so don't worry about it. Everything will taste fine tonight. It's been a while since I've had chips and queso. I have no idea how long either. Lovely. I didn't use enough cheese stuff. There's definitely not enough queso in there. Oh well. On top of that, we have this pineapple margarita in a can. What could go wrong? Have you ever noticed, random aside, also music, random aside, that though everything in a can is great, like it's the best way to preserve something to eat later and like keep it for a long time, but everyone just pushes it aside because it's not quite the greatest. I mean, it's preserved, yes, but is it the best quality stuff you could ever eat? No. Take Spam, for example. Sorry, pineapples make me think of Spam. I don't even know why, but there's a reason. The thought of ham is basically what it is. Alright, there's the music. If it's too loud, too soft, too annoying, please do tell. There was no way I could find any sort of Fiesta Cinco de Mayo stuff, and I already feel weird enough doing anything for a holiday like this, or an Americanized holiday like this. Cinco de Mayo, Mexican stuff, yay! America! You know, that's how this holiday seems to go. Which is weird. Point that out first. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at that. There we go. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to think. What am I forgetting? Okay, I got it. We're good. There's about 5 other things I have to have ready when I do this. Sometimes I'm like, did I? I have no idea. Rob Smith, hello! Welcome. Welcome. Ooh, the chaos. I thought about doing something, and then I thought, bad idea. So, oh god, I hope. So I'm gonna take a shot at tequila because the thing that people do, and I actually want to finish this bottle of tequila. I've had this for a while. I'm not gonna finish it tonight. I'm saying slowly over time, I would like it to be gone. Good god, that's pineapple-y. Hey. I don't have any like margarita glasses, so sorry about that. Nothing I can do about it. Nope. I almost fit all of it in there. I'll have to pour the rest in. Look, it's pretty. Pretty. That's not a natural color, like, but hey. Whatever. Our big 5. You know, I did think about doing that. It's like taking the complete extreme opposite. But I do have some things here I want to try. Like the idea of what pairs with queso and chips. Ridiculous. But that's all I have. So why not? And the closest thing I've ever been to Mexico is Texas. They have some really good Mexican food there. That's it. That's all I got. That's my exposure to Mexico and the culture is food in Texas. Again, Americanized holiday, folks. Make sure you read the doobly-doo underneath me here. That says what this holiday actually is about. Where it's about Mexico winning a really big battle against the French. And yet Americans like, oh, tequila. Napoleon in particular, which makes it so important for them. Because Napoleon was, you know. Day of the Dead. It's a good one. That's a good idea. Yeah, Day of the Dead. Smart bag. Was it Des de la Muerte or something like that? That sounded right, honestly, but I don't know. Papa KillCo, hello. Or Jim Calabi, as you're now known. Hi, Jim. How are you? Or I won't say the words that Grandma used to call you when you were a kid. But it's still in there. I'm not procrastinating about this part, am I? The thought, again, I said Texas. What I mean here is I will try some of this and lose your triple distilled. And I don't know if I have 3. I don't have 3, do I? Do I? I do. Oops. And then we have a Striker Super Smoked. So that's about as close to Ardbeg as I'm going to get. And they also have, excuse me, I also have their, which I forgot, their Bottle and Bond Malt. That's what it is. It's not like I did a video on it or anything. Sorry about any bag noises. That's the chips there. Single malt whiskey. Straight single malt whiskey, Bottle and Bond. Yes, that's this one. So I get to pair that with some chips and queso while I'm doing all this. Please let me know what's in your glass. I don't like to drink alone. Technically. But first things first, I caused myself extreme pain. Oh no. Wait. Okay. At some point, I may need to get some more water, but I think I'll be okay. We'll see. I forgot to grab it. It's not like I have to go very far, but I don't like to get up and do anything when I'm doing last time. Should have done it earlier. So here we go. This is Terramana. Terramana tequila. Respirado. And this is, what is it? 40%. We're safe with that, technically. And this is the Dwayne Johnson's tequila. I can tell because its signature on the back right there. So he made it. Yeah, but this is like the extent of my knowledge goes. It has to be from Mexico, right? I don't know what the rules are with that. I think tequila, I think Mexico, but I also go, well, it's not like Scotch. I'm like, is it? Can you make tequila in America? I certainly hope not. I feel like that's wrong. One thing I do like about this is they did copper pot still. So that was a big plus for me. It's not like I didn't look into this a little bit to find out more. But it's wild. If you ever look into tequila and how they make it in the plant, the agave plant, it's wild. Poro de agave raspado. I forget what raspado means. So if you know, help. Imported by... I can't read that. It's tiny print. I'm getting to that age where it's like, I can't read the print. Where are you? Oh, yeah. I'll have to... You know what? I'll have to ask, Shayla. Wow, that took a minute. Shayla, where this place is. Or I could just look it up. Which I might do. Hecho? H-E-C-H-O? Or is that a G? I'll say C. H-E-C-H-O-E-N, Mexico. H-O space E-N, Mexico. Don't know how that works because I'm not from Mexico and I don't know how they do things down there as far as stuff. Dwayne, the former wrestler? Yes, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, yes. I don't like to call him Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Made in. Oh well, that's good. Hecho in Mexico. Good, it's not a place. It's just like, it's made in Mexico. Good. But that's very confusing as a person who doesn't speak Spanish of any sort, who sees this and goes, I don't know what that is. I think it's a place. I should have known from the EN. I know a little bit about how languages work, but only a little. Didn't make a noise at all. They do have a thing. It's a nice touch. Could have just had a screw cap. Regret? Well, pre-regret. What's pre-regret called? Anxiousness? Nervousness? That doesn't quite fit the thought process. Now, first I'm going to take a sip of this so I can clean my mouth out with the tequila. This will not be great, just for the record. We had some of this last year, I believe. I must have been thinking of something else. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. Maybe it was I put a whole bunch of ice in here. But I remembered this as something that was ridiculously sweet, like overly, too much. But I have had a few nasty things on my channel over time. This is honestly just fine. Yeah. I'm still going to add more tequila to it. That's a given. See, never make assumptions about your beverages, folks. I probably don't have 2 attractive women and then me. That's fine. I understand. I don't want to be here. No, that's not true. I'm sick of looking at myself. Stop it, Brian. Wow. I hope the crunching is not coming up on the microphone. I'm not that close to it. But if you want the ASMR version, I can do that. This is very quickly going room temperature. That's queso, by the way. Whatever. Bro. I don't know about you. For some reason, I get very picky about what I'm going to do. Like, if I know nothing about anything, which is often. But I think of Cinco de Mayo, I'm going, well, I know very little about it. I just think of it as a very Americanized Mexican holiday when Mexico doesn't care. This is not their Independence Day or anything. That's later. This is just because of that battle. And somehow, I didn't look into it that much, but somehow America was like, let's make that a holiday celebrating Mexican heritage. It's like, all right, I'm for it. I'm not against being like tequila and margaritas and Mexican food all over the place. That's great. If it weren't Cinco de Mayo, I would go get some tacos or something. I actually prefer it's the flat thing. I want to say enchilada. I think that's something else. Anyway, I like that better because it's less and yet more at the same time. Me and tacos aren't really friends because it just goes everywhere. I do like burritos. Burritos are pretty good too. My point was, this is what I got for chips. Specifically, I wanted to know what's some of the best, chips out there for this kind of thing. Those came up as a very highly recommended one. Same with the queso, but that's in the fridge. And I forget what it's called. That's very good. It's queso slash, I don't even know if queso is the word. But it's a cheese dip and it has extra stuff in it. Salsa. So it's salsa and cheese stuff all in one, so I didn't have to think about it. Quesadillas? That's probably it. Or quesadillas. America. Quesadilla. I said it so badly. Quesadillas. Hilarious. I love me a quesadilla. God, that feels so wrong to say. Popularized by anti-established activists in 1960. I was a bit young at the time. Oh, well. Me too. I was non-existent. What a weird thing to have. Holidays are weird. Every time I think about it, holidays are weird. And if you ever look into the fact that America, or just generally their holidays, international holidays, world holidays, every day there's something. And it's wild. Mayfair and Harvard Square. Got some chicken tacos from the food truck. Excellent. Don't make me want more tacos. I do want something, but I'm not going to have it. I had pizza for lunch. Sorry, I was looking at something. I had pizza for lunch, and I'm going to have probably pasta for dinner. Unless I can think of something out. Oh, wait, no. Peanut butter and jelly, probably. Yeah. That's how my diet goes. I'm not putting it off. Stop it. Tequila. Gotta make sure you can actually see that I'm drinking this. Wait. This is actually my nice shot glass. It's nice, huh? I had numerous ones. That was from the days gone by. Don't ask. Oof. Yeah, it's tequila, all right. I had to smell it first, didn't I? Mistake. It doesn't smell bad, and it is a sipping tequila, which I could do, but people like to watch me squirm. So, salud? That sounds about right. Is that right? Because I'm not going to drink it until I know if that's right. I'm not stalling. The night I broke my teeth? Andrew Butler. Be careful. And maybe, yeah, that's a good idea. Don't drink tequila. I don't specifically have a... Well, no, I do. Generally speaking, categorically, I don't have anything that... Salud, that sounds right? Sounds right. Is everyone okay with me saying salud? Because I don't know the Spanish words. At all. That's definitely tequila. It's not a bad smelling tequila, it's just... It's tequila. Huh. I'm gonna keep doing that. The whiskey person in me is like, what is that? Other than tequila. There's probably a stereotype in here somewhere, but I'm thinking of limes. That's weird. Good night, Mama KillCo. See you when I see you. Sweet dreams. Pop KillCo, that goes for you too. Sweet dreams. If you're going to bed too. We're going logging off at least. Oh, and everyone, please check out the link below for Caring Bridge. Mom and Pop KillCo have more about their adventures to Boston, is the nicest way to put it. I encourage you to go there, help out if you can, or just, you know, don't like, whatever it's called. It's a heart thing there. So it always helps, any kind words, anything, to know that people are supporting them and thinking about them as they go through their cancer journey. Cheers to that. Oof. So the trick is, that I know of, for that I learned thankfully after. Whoa. Arriba! Thank you, Zenbird. Caught me off guard. I was like, what? Si, eso, si, queses. Eso, si, ques? See? Yes? Eso, si, ques. I don't know what that means. I have a vague idea of what that means, but I also don't like taking guesses on other languages. Excuse me. We might not even get to whiskey tonight, for the record. I would like to. But taking a shot of tequila is a weird thing. And it was see, socks. Not just how to spell socks. S-O-C-Q-S. Well, someone said it was. These socks. Nope. Got it. Alright, crunchy. I'm realizing it's very hard to do a live stream when you're eating because there's a big part of my brain back here somewhere that's going, don't talk with your mouth full. And that's not Mama KillCo or anything. That's just the part of me that's like, this is how you should behave in a public place if you're being seen, you fool. That's how I hear myself in my head. It's awful. Student of Spanish, we all got taught that joke. Si o si que s. Si S O C K S. I don't like languages much. That's not true. I'm trying to learn a language and I'm not doing great. Although, I'll be hitting 365 days of it soon. I'm trying to learn Japanese. Still don't know how to speak it. Cough, go away for... few sips of this. There's still a little left in the can, so I'm pouring it in. I think this is an 12 ounce glass? It's gotta be 12-ish, or 10. This is 12, right? Speak to me. Tell me how many ounces you have. Because America in ounces. Please recycle. I'll think about it. Contains camera coloring. That's hilarious. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. See, a canned margarita can tell me there's coloring added. But freaking Scotch is like, no, it looks like that on purpose. Scotch, why must you hate me? San Diego. Cutwater Spirits. My brother gave this to me, by the way, a while ago. And it's 10%. For the record. So it's not super, super, super crazy. But it will be once I add more tequila to it. That's what it is. Okay. That's basically the Spanish version of what's the silly ass saying that people say all the time? I actually don't like it. What is it? It is what it is. Every time I hear that, part of me goes tss. R150 and margarita. Lol. John McKellen, hello. You're welcome. If I didn't see you earlier. Empty. Now we go to Tequila Town once more. I'm going to pour this out proper like, so... I do have a thing. I'm going to say this out loud, and I will regret it later if it happens, which it better not. But if it did, cool, but don't. If we get to the Super Chat goal tonight, I will take another shot of tequila. Not going to happen. Part of me thought of saying $100, but some of you are nuts. So I'm not saying just $100. God. And again, my trick for shots, as far as a whiskey guy goes, just keep it in your mouth for a moment. Don't try to take it all, like, don't swallow the whole thing. Don't try to swallow it like that. Because your whole entire being, from here down, doesn't like it when alcohol vapors try to escape as they try to go down really fast. That's why shots suck, because you're doing it wrong. If you take it, hold it in your mouth, whiskey person, remember, I don't recommend if you're not used to high proof spirits. You just hold it there and then slowly swallow. Let some of those vapors go away, rather than trying to chug it. Ooh, bad idea. This is good stuff, by the way. Again, I did a video about it. As you can tell, it's almost all gone. It's taken, I think, 2 years. I really don't know how old the video is, but I've had this for a while. I don't think it's oxidizing or anything, because they actually have a good... It's not a natural cork or anything. This is solid. But there's a lot of air in here. I considered getting one of those air pump things, where you, like, pump out oxygen, or... I'm going to stop doing that. Pump out oxygen... Or there's another one that adds heavier, I want to say heavier air, but a heavier substance of some sort that doesn't impact anything. And that seems like a bit much. But I do have so many bottles where I'm going, I should maybe, I don't know. That's what's going on in my mind right there. It's like, I don't know, should I? Maybe. And all I'm hearing in my head right now is dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Thank you, Pee-wee's Great Adventure, for that. A little bit of movie trivia for those of you who are my age. You know. Ooh. Love that movie when I was a kid. What, more chips if you insist? Oh, let me know if there's anything you like. You know, I know this is a very stereotypical holiday. If there's any kind of food you like, we're just talking about quesadillas. Oh, I haven't had a solid quesadilla in a while. Or margarita, for that matter. I mean, this works, but there is better out there. That's a lot of cheese. Oh, well. Estoy baleando como Pee-wee Herman. Hope I got that right. Scotch says Domi is an experiment with the gas. That makes things worse. Okay, good. That's money I don't need to think about. I'm considering it. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, because of what I do, I have 200 bottles behind me right now. It's a problem. And no matter how many raffle giveaways I do, I could do one every week, twice a week. I'd still have so much of this stuff. I'd be a little better off financially, but that's a maybe. You can't do giveaways that often. They have to be a special thing, or else people are just like, I'm bored of it. I don't have enough money. That's the one I've been doing lately. Anytime there's someone doing a raffle giveaway, I poke my head in and go, I shouldn't buy. I have enough samples to deal with too. That's another thing. Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, if you can do it, I can do it. And that is one thing I do not relish the idea of. I thought about it just because I was like, maybe I want to preserve this somehow. I don't know if it really works. Oh, thankfully, I mentioned it on the stream just now. But then it's, freaking the very idea of going through 200 bottles, let alone the 800 something 52 that you have, and like trying to take the air out or put some air in or whatever. No. I can't get out of bed sometimes, man. That sounds like a lot of work. I'm still dreading the maybe that's happening. If you haven't been here in a minute, there is the possibility of construction going on in my apartment sometime. Where the thing is, they're gonna add some noise insulation on this whole wall behind me. And guess what? All my whiskey is over here, so I have to move all of it somewhere else. So that will at least be something to use as content. I'm gonna move 200 bottles today. Whee! I'll have to figure out how to stream differently too. I can't change much. All I can really do is flip like this desk around to point that way, and move my bottles nearby. I can't even have them behind me because all the stuff to connect to the internet's over here. Oh! First things first, hold on. Not bad. Actually, not bad. I really mean that. Adding a shot of tequila to the margarita. It's no longer 10%. Now it is at least 40-something. Well, 30-something, really. If that. That's how you improve your margarita in a can. Add more tequila. I wanted to say something. And this is not political. Please, I don't. That is not something I want to touch. That is a crazy thing to get into. On the internet and anywhere nowadays. But this one's something that affects me personally, and I just want at least people to be aware of it. I don't know what you can do about it. I just want people to know it's a thing. So there is something called, where is it? The Affordable Connectivity Program in the United States. And it stopped recently because of funding. So all I'm doing is bringing this to attention because it's something that affects me. And that was a discount I would get from the government for my cable bill, my internet. And it was really good. Like, it was, $30, $20, something like that, off the bill every month. Right? That's nuts, right? Since I don't make any money, really. I'm not in the having a job category exactly. I do this. But it fluctuates, we'll say. So as of April of this year, it went away. Like, they ran out of funds. It's done. Me and who knows how many other people, low-income housing and such, and I don't want to say poverty-stricken. That sounds really bad. But, I say that and look behind me and go, that's not quite right. That's not exactly where I am. The question here is, will the ACP discount come back? Which is what I'm curious about. Because suddenly my cable bill or my internet bill has gone from like maybe 20-something, $30 to $50. It's not a huge jump, but when you don't have the money to begin with, it's enough to be like, I'm lucky enough that my parents are actually covering the cable. They know this is what I do. They don't want internet to go away for me. That'd be bad. That'd be hard, hard times for this channel. No connection to the internet. But the thing here says, and I'm getting this information from my ABT card thing. So it's a government thing. So it's official information. It's not like something I found on the internet just randomly. It is via a source that is government owned and operated. The ACP could restart if Congress provides more funding. We don't know yet when that might happen. We'll keep you updated on what you need to do if it does. So it's a Congress thing. I'm just making people aware of it. The Affordable Connectivity Program helps countless countless, but a lot of them, many people in the United States stay connected to the internet, stay connected to loved ones, stay connected for education purposes. That's a big one. You know, it's messed up that thing just stopped because government nonsense. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Keep that in mind, please, to some extent. Maybe look at it. It's hopefully something that'll be resolved. You know, I hope it comes back, but the fact that it just disappeared and there was nothing said about it, infuriating for people like me who are on this program. Very happy about it. Like, you know, just any little bit that I don't have to worry about monetarily wise is just bonkers. You know, it's like I'm on EBT as it is, and then having discount for the internet. Hey, awesome, and then it's just gone. And it's not exactly main news. Like, unless I can guarantee that many of you just heard about that from me, and you never heard it about anywhere else. So, this is an educational channel, is it? Oh no. If you're getting information from me and saying educational, I don't know. You're in trouble. I'm not certified. I do have the whiskey som thing, so maybe a little bit. No documented. Well, no, I'm bona fide too. Well, I don't want to think about any of that. Thank you. Me thinking to myself, you do have some education in whiskey. It's like, shut up. That means I could be wrong. Ooh. Don't worry, you can't be wrong with whiskey. I mean, actually, there's a lot of stuff you could be wrong about with whiskey. But anyway, the point about it is the drinking part is situational, is personal. Whiskey is a personal experience. Literally. It is based off what you've done in your life, what you smelled and tasted and been around, and people and places that will come back to you via whiskey. It's almost magical. More? But tonight is about tequila. Oh. You know, as a guess, I feel like the super smoked might hold up against the queso from the chips. Because it's kind of smoky. Well, it's actually super smoked. So yeah, it's smoky. I'm just curious to see what that will do. I know some tequila, or is it mezcal? Mezcal is supposed to be kind of smoky, I think. There's a lot of information in here that I'm not sure of what it is. That's the problem. So I'll pour a little bit of the super smoked striker here. This is the one I believe I bottled myself, is it? No, it isn't. There's another one I did. It has a sticker on it to prove it. So where is that? Does that mean I have another one? Is that it? Validating stuff, hold on. No. You know, I bet I drank that one already. Like ages ago. But I do remember bottling one of these, or filling up a bottle at Andalusia from a barrel. I think, almost certainly, if I'm not looking at it right now, it's probably long gone. Whatever. I can't find it, I'm not going to look for it. But I know it had a sticker and a signature on it, and everything. Now I'm looking at all of them going, was it this one? Was it this one? This one? No. Must have drank it already. Mezcal is smoky. Okay, that's what I'm thinking about. So I'm thinking about mezcal, which is different from tequila, as I understand it. And thinking maybe something like this would go along with the queso and the chips. I really like these chips. They're amazing. Like here, give you a little example. Hold on, you ready? ASMR time. Got my keyword. Shit. Nice crunch, nice crisp. Oh. On. Off you go. There we go. I cannot have chips in my keyboard. Thank you very much. Real good. Well, you know, our restaurant-style tortilla chips are made to party. That's what it says on the back of the bag. We are partying so hard. Before it is now. 36 minutes already. What happened? Felt like it's been 15. Huh. I'll blame the tequila. There we go. I see that. Thank you very much. Guys, I mean, everyone, if you want to click on that thing in the corner there for funsies, please do. I have no idea if it does anything, but I like to see it. Makes me feel better. It doesn't need to be constant, but when you click it, I do see it. For the record, I see the hearts, I see the celebrate thing, laughy faces, more laughy faces. It's all there. I see it. What's scary is if you go to other live streams, like really busy ones, and you just see a stream of that constantly. That would be a bit much, really. But I enjoy it. I like that they added that. I think that's some kind of, what do they call it, engagement? Let me know you're there. That's the talking, I can tell, but you know, that's another way they're doing it. Oh, thank you. John McElwain. I didn't see that. Ever thought of getting one of those silver steel shelves with wheels? Could move bottles easier. I've thought about it. Like, I've thought about options for this. Honestly, I need something made of wood. Like, not necessarily a wooden, like a bookshelf or anything, but something stable-ish. And the thing with this thing, the reason I like it is because it's something I can take apart and put together. Like, this comes off. These come off. Everything comes apart and then gets put back together easily, which I know is not the best idea. But it would have to be something like that would be easy to put together and keep. You know, if I had to move or anything, you don't want to have a giant. I mean, those steel shelves probably do the same thing. The wheels would make me uncomfortable because this flooring is not the best. Zenboot can account for that. You look at it and it's very. For one thing, you can't tell, I hope, but the way I'm sitting, the room actually tilts this way a little bit. So when I did think about doing where I was going to do my live streams, I thought about doing it over on this side, facing this way, which would work, except that when I put the shelving over there, the shelving was going like this. It was leaning forward just a little. I went, that's bad. Can't do that. Maybe I'll go there again, and maybe I'll find, like, if I had something that attached it to a wall, maybe. But ever since I saw It's Bourbon Night's video, and what happened to that, like, I haven't watched it yet because I don't want to see that kind of horror show for bottles getting destroyed because of the shelving being weird. So it's going to be a long thought-out process for when I do get some kind of shelving, and that'll be when I can afford it, which makes it even farther away. But it's in there. Don't worry. Yeah, moving it, if I do move everything, it's just going to be boxes, probably. Like, just a lot of boxes. I had to move my bottles, luckily only some of them each time, ahead of electrician's visit a couple of years ago. Yeah. Huh. All still up in the air, though. Maintenance has talked to me a few times. They say weird things to me. They talk about contractors and bidding. And I'm going, just hire someone. Like, pick someone and do it. But since it's a very large company of some sort that owns the property and the apartment building, and is the they're responsible for keeping things in order, so to speak. They have a process that feels ridiculous. For example, the door to the building has been busted in one way or another for years now. It used to have a convenience thing to where you'd like you'd put your hand over it, like you do one of these, a pass, and it would trigger the sensor and the door would open. And that was specifically built and installed for people in wheelchairs and handicapped accessibility. And then within a couple months, it broke, and they've never really fixed it since. And that annoys me as someone with a mental disability. I don't have a physical disability, but the thought of like this convenience you had is now gone, and they haven't bothered to fix it. I know part of that is the people who live here abusing it and things breaking because people just mess with them. It's a thing. But it's also frustrating that it's not something that can just be like order it on Amazon or pick it up at Home Depot down the road and fix it. It's a process, and it's silly because nothing gets done that way. Sometimes it takes me several hours to track down a bottle that isn't where I remember it being. Right? Yeah. I understand it. The other complaint I have, and Zenbu knows, I mentioned this to him, that it's been over 10 years since this place was actually built. Or not built, but renovated. What's the word? I live in a very large stone building that has been converted into apartment buildings. So the building's been here for over 100 years, but the apartment thing is still new. And over the past 10-ish years, 12, 13, 14, wow, it's been a minute. So the past 14 years, they haven't bothered to repave the parking area and repaint it. So it looks like shit. And my crossed fingers, it's something I mentioned to them, be like, hey. But they've been constructing a new building next door, like right over there. So more apartments, awesome. And they have their own parking space, so that'll be cool. But they've been putting all the construction materials and such in the back of the parking lot. So that area is now trashed. It's a mess. They've had large construction vehicles going back and forth with heavy things over and over again. So my hope of hopes is that they will finally, after all the construction done and everything gone, they will have to repair it because it will be in worse condition than ever. So there's that. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but that's what I'm hoping for. Again, it's a system. It's not a great one. But it's not a major issue either. It's not like the end of the world for me. I park in the same spot all the time. So no worries. But it is little things. Like there is a crosswalk section in numerous parts of the property that's kind of faded and gone now. So if I were a pedestrian and I was walking in what I knew used to be a crosswalk section and I got hit by a car, would I be the one who did the wrong thing, or would the person who hit me be the one who did the wrong thing? It would be the person who hit me, by the way. But it's just, I don't want to think about it. We're thinking about delicious chips and dip and tequila. Queso. And of course, we're going to see what this peated Texas single malt is going to do. Is it single malt? I know it is, but just checking. Yes, it is. The super smoked, which if I remember is actually quite sweet. We'll see. I know Zenbu's has Ardbeg in his glass. What's everyone else have? I might not have seen it. And I have a Cutwater pineapple margarita, which isn't bad, honestly. Honestly. I'm not one to lie about alcoholic beverages. I thought that was going to be a lot worse. I thought it was going to be overly sweet. It was perfectly fine. You get a little salt. Make it look nice, you know. Or sugar. Whatever. It was good. Just thought of something, but I'm not gonna say it out loud yet. Sean McGowan, get it. Drink it now. It's hard to get over there, I'd imagine. Actually, I forget where you are. But I would recommend that to anyone. Like, if you can get a 4 Roses single barrel, do it. Especially if it's less than $50. It's a stipulation. If you can find it for less than $50, absolutely grab one, grab two. Depends on the price. But grab two if it's less than 50. If you have the money, don't use your credit card. I am saying that from experience. Oh yeah, I added more tequila. Boop. Okay. I was just checking chat. I went, wait. There's a chat that's over here, and there's a chat that's over here. And one goes a little faster than the other sometimes. But yes, it was something as Zenboot said. And this is what we found out tonight, thanks to Andrew Butler. So don't buy those expensive, weird things. Not necessary. One thing I think about with that idea, you know, like taking the air out or adding something heavier, is that even if you try to keep it exactly the same, you will be different. And as I said earlier, whiskey is a personal experience. Whether you know it or not, it is. And it's based off what you've experienced. And also what others have experienced. So, like, it's been, what, 4 years? Wait, 5, yeah, this is at least 5-year channelversary later this year. Was it November or September? I think it's September. That feels about right. So we'll have another channelversary thing. That'll be fun. But I've been doing this for 5 years officially. And farther back, if you look. So what I drank 5 years ago is going to be very different than what, like, the same exact thing, if I drank it again now. You know? I believe I tried to look back on that for 850 subscribers and see if I could find anything that I had then that I have now. And nothing really popped out to me. I was looking at the advent calendars, actually, trying to find something like that. I believe Buffalo Trace was in there. I don't remember the video, though. I think I liked it. Which is funny. If that's true, I still like Buffalo Trace. But I've upgraded. You know, I like the freaking stupid hard to get stuff now. Was just under $50? Yes. That's another road trip I need to make at some point. Has Eagle Rare changed over the years? I honestly don't know. I think the only thing that's changed is I've noticed that, like, grape lollipop note, the purple note, as I call it. That's become more apparent. But I don't dislike it. I'll have some later, so we can check. Thank you, Zenbu. Whoa, that's mean. Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. We'll have a sip of this Striker Double Super Smoked. And I also have to promote, while I'm thinking about it, if you are in the area, which unfortunately most of you aren't, Irene Tan is hosting a charity event at Roger Williams Park Zoo come May 16th. I suggest you look at the Roger Williams Park Zoo website to find out more. I don't know if it actually sells out. It could. But you'll be able to see me there. Yay. Do you have enough Eagle Rare? No. I need at least 2 more of those, and then I'll be happy. That's sad, is like part of me is like, you're right, you would. It's like, shut up. Don't say that. But yeah, if I had enough Eagle Rare to last the next 5 years or more, that'd be great. Because if there's one thing I found out by doing this, is that whiskey is a type of investment, not because of like me selling it, but just as far as the prices go. Like, think about pre-plague or pre-pandemic. Sorry, I found out plague and pandemic are very different things, because they are. So pre-pandemic, you have like prices. I used to take pictures of price tags all the time because I wanted to find, you know, the right price, what was the lowest. And I can look at price tags from then, and then I can look at price tags from now. Same stuff. Easily $20 more. The easiest example I have, because that was locked in real well, was Redbreast 12 used to be $50. It is now $65. I only wish I bought a dozen Redbreast 12s back then. I don't have that kind of money, but I wish I could have. And I just keep thinking about that now. Like, what whiskey do I really like right now that the price could go up? Henry McKenna. That's one of them. They're single barrel stuff. Henry McKenna 10? Was it 10? Anyway, that bottle was $35 once upon a time. Now it's 50 or more, easily. Probably 60 or more now. Which is frustrating, because it was really good. I wish I had bought a bunch of those. So now I'm getting into that unfortunate whiskey person place where I do think of backup bottles. Not because of me being a greedy person and wanting to have all these bottles and I can go to secondary with them and blah, 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 blah. No, I just don't want to have to pay more later for the same thing. So far, single barrel Four Roses has stayed relatively the same, thankfully. Don't tell anyone. It's part of the reason I like it so much. Now, we do have some good news. I can't tell you now because it hasn't happened yet. It's not in my hands. But we have a very special thing for ladies here. I'll tell you more about it when I have it. It's not going to be opened for until the end of the year. But it all makes sense when it happens, and I still don't believe it because I haven't seen it yet. But there's a very, very special bottle that I will receive soon that's being donated to the channel by a very generous individual who's not here at the moment, and if they are, they're lurking. But I will be talking about that later, so stay tuned. Some good news. Good news, everyone. What? Ah! Coming up the last few minutes of the stream, what the heck? I did that wrong. Now, we're going to have some of the Striker Super Smoke, and then I'm going to have a chip. Let's see how that is. Chip and dip. Chip and dip. Oh, yes! That is so much better than tequila. Oh, that's good stuff. Alright, I'm going to have another sip of that, and then I'm going to have... The texture of it's amazing. It's so sweet, though. Wow, that's wild. I feel like I've gotten to a point with peat where there has to be some extremes there, or a variant, because I know there's certain kind of peated scotches and such I don't like. And this one's very sweet, weirdly enough, but it's also very spicy, and I could see the black pepper tingly feeling on my tongue, as I know it's peat, but it's also very sweet to me. And I don't think someone who hasn't enjoyed peat in the same way as I do, whiskey-wise, would have the same response. Oh. Wow. Uh-oh. That's how I have it in mommy. Oh no. Hey, we're good. Try a little more just in case. It's probably the weirdest pairing I've ever done. Whoa. It muted it. What a weird experience. Like, I know how sweet this was and, like, spicy. And because of I guess the fattiness of the cheese, It just went, it kind of fizzled out. That's weird. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised, but I understand that fatty stuff will mess with your palate real easily. And there's a little bit of fattiness in cheese. Fat, I should say. Milk stuff. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, wow, yeah. So that's why you get margaritas and chips and dip, because that just was like a palate cleanse of its own. Like all the cheesiness of that just got pushed away. Or because of the tequila margarita stuff. That's funny. There you go. There are certainly cheeses that pair well with whiskey. But in this case, so, weirdly enough, having this kind of thing, which you'd think would be obliterating any kind of palate taste thing, but it gets just muted immediately. Lactins, tannic wines, or something similar is happening. I probably. I didn't notice something, but Zenbu, did you see the rabbit go off when you did the... This is not a ploy, but that went off earlier, right? Because I heard the noise, but I didn't glance over to see if the rabbit did the dance. I assume it did. But this stuff has been acting a little funny occasionally. And I know I think the PayPal one is the anime one. I have numerous different ones now. It's very confusing. I have different ways that different things happen, and I can't remember which is which. Let me check. Hold on. I can check. Don't do anything. There it is. Okay, good. I thought so. I just want to double check. I have an option to replay things. Oh no, how'd that get in there? It happened again, folks. Robin Hood popped in my brain. What a shame we didn't reach the goal, so I don't have to have another shot. Oh no. Fancy money. Okay, cool. I was able to double check. I always forget that's a thing. I can just replay it. And as long as it worked, that's all I care about. I had to fiddle with some stuff with this earlier, the cup. I was trying to get it to work in a different way, a couple weeks ago, and I forgot. Did I fix that? I don't remember. I did. It's fine now. And of course, I should point out May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Don't forget. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's not what that's about, is it? Talk to people if you need to talk. Seek professional help if you think you need it. And oftentimes people don't think they do, and they probably should. I'm still in the process of trying to find a therapist. Yay. And you can find out more about that if you're a Patreon or a member of the channel. How did I work that in? Like and subscribe. That's about as delicate as I can get that part in at the end. Say it within the last 2 minutes and cross your fingers. Ugh. Alright, well, the tequila's working. That's a t-shirt. It is a t-shirt. I don't like the hood. I don't even remember what that's for. I think it's like drugs or something. It's freaking so long ago that I don't remember. Yeah, but I know it's a slogan from something. I just don't remember what. Oh, there we go. Damn, that was fast. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Happy Cinco de Mayo once again. It's right there. We'll have the green stuff back next time. but I don't know which of these I should have. We'll do this. That seems appropriate. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you out there. Whee! Hey, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.